Hello everyone, myself Dr. Rajesh S. Badigar, working as Assistant Professor in JSS College, Gokak. In this video, I will discuss about the derivation of Bohr's equation for energy of an electron in hydrogen atom. Well, according to Bohr's atomic model, it is very clear that each orbit in an atom is associated with a particular amount of energy. That is, each electron which are surrounding in a particular orbit are associated with a particular amount of energy. That means, in order to, now the question comes, how to find out the energy of that electron, or how to find out the energy associated with each orbit. We have to derive an expression for the energy of electron or energy of an orbit. So for that, let us consider capital E be the energy of an electron revolving around the nucleus in an nth orbit. That means, if this is the hydrogen atom, let this electron, if it is revolving around this particular orbit of radius r, then the energy of this electron or the energy associated with this orbit, let us consider this one as a capital E. That means, let capital E be the energy of an electron revolving around the nucleus in nth orbit. Now, the energy of the electron is nothing but the sum of the kinetic energy and sum of the kinetic energy and potential energy. That is, kinetic energy is equal to 1 by 2 mv square, where m is the mass and v is the velocity of electron, and potential energy, that is minus Ze square divided by r. Therefore, capital E is equal to 1 by 2 mv square plus minus Ze square divided by r. That is E is equal to, that is energy, is equal to 1 by 2 mv square minus Ze square divided by r. Call this one as a equation number 1. Now, according to classical mechanics, the electrostatic force of attraction acting on this electron, that is equal to Ze square divided by r square, and at the same time the centrifugal force which arises due to the circular motion of electron around the nucleus, that is equal to mv square divided by r. Now, here the electron will remain, or it will revolve around the nucleus in an orbit only when these two forces, that is electrostatic force of attraction and centrifugal force, are equal and balanced. That means, under the influence of these two equal and opposite forces only, the electron will revolve around the nucleus continuously. Now, therefore, we can equate these two relations. That means, Ze square divided by r square, Ze square divided by r square is equal to mv square divided by r. Now, from this equation, let us find out the value of mv square. Now, from this relation, let us find out the value of mv square. That means, mv square is equal to Ze square divided by r square into r. This r will go with this one. That means, Ze square divided by r. mv square is equal to Ze square divided by r. Call this one as a equation 2. Now, put the value of mv square from equation 2 in equation 1. Therefore, equation 1 becomes capital E is equal to 1 by 2 mv square is equal to, that is Ze square divided by r minus Ze square divided by r. Here, which is the common factor? That is Ze square divided by r is the common factor. Therefore, take it outside. Ze square divided by r into 1 by 2 minus 1. That is Ze square divided by r into minus 1 by 2. That is E is equal to Ze square divided by r into minus 1 by 2, which can be written like this one, minus Ze square divided by 2r. Here r is nothing but radius of an orbit, which is given by r is equal to radius of an orbit, which is given by value that is r, or general term we can use for nth orbit radius is equal to n square h square divided by 4 pi square z m e square. Now put the value of r value in the above equation. Therefore, energy is equal to minus z e square divided by 2 into n square h square divided by 4 pi square z m e square, that is equal to minus z e square divided by 2 n square h square into this term will come upper side, that means 4 pi square z m e square. Now cancel 2 ones are 2 twos are. Therefore, energy is equal to, that is E is equal to minus 2 pi square z square m e raised to 4 divided by n square h square. Now in order to get the value in SI system, E is equal to minus 2 pi square z square m e raised to 4 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught whole square into n square h square. This is the general equation for energy of an electron in an nth orbit, or energy associated with the nth orbit of hydrogen atom. Here 4 pi epsilon naught is nothing but the permittivity factor, and its numerical value is equal to 1.11264 into 10 raised to minus 10 coulomb square per Newton per meter. Here Z is atomic number and m is the mass of electron, that is 9.108 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg, and E is the charge on the electron, that is 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. N is equal to the principal quantum number or the number of orbit, and h is the Planck's constant. And its value is 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34 joule second. Now this equation A is known as a Bohr's equation for energy of an electron in a hydrogen atom. Now this equation, that is A, can be written in this form also, that is minus z square m e raised to 4 divided by 8 epsilon naught square n square h square. This is the famous Bohr's equation applicable to hydrogen and hydrogen like ions such as He plus, Li plus 2, etc. Now for hydrogen atom, N is equal to 1 and Z is equal to 1. That means N is equal to 1 and Z is equal to 1. And if you put all the remaining constant value, that means pi value, mass of the electron and charge and epsilon, this permittivity value, we will end up with the, that means energy of an electron present in the hydrogen atom, that is the only one electron is present which is present in the first orbit of hydrogen atom, that will be around minus 2.179 into 10 raised to minus 18 joule per atom. Now since 1 electron volt is equal to 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19 joules, Therefore, energy of an electron, that is the first electron which is present in the first, or energy associated with the first orbit of hydrogen atom, is equal to minus 2.179 into 10 raised to minus 18 divided by 1.602 into 10 raised to minus 19. That will comes out, that is equal to minus 13.6 electron volt per atom. That is, this is the energy associated with the first orbit of hydrogen atom, or energy of an electron which is present in the first orbit of hydrogen atom. Now, in order to find out the electron or the energy associated with the second orbit, this one is, if you consider this one first, it is the second. If one more electron, if it is present in the second orbit, in order to find out the energy associated with the second orbit or electron, we can use the formula, that is, in general, En is equal to minus 13.6 divided by n square electron volt per atom. That means, if you want to find out the energy associated with the second orbit, then we can put, for example, if you want to calculate second energy associated with the second orbit, then you have to put n is equal to 2 value, or the same expression can be written like this one also. En is equal to minus 1312 divided by n square kilojoule per mole, or we can write in this form also. En is equal to minus 2.179 into 10 raised to minus 21 divided by n square kilojoule per atom, also kilojoule per atom. Now, these equations will give us to find out the energy of nth orbit, or energy of electron in nth orbit of hydrogen atom. Now, the question comes, how to find out the energy of an electron in the orbits of hydrogen-like ions, or energy associated with the orbits of hydrogen-like ions. For that, you have to use this relation, that is, En is equal to minus 2.179 into 10 raised to minus 21 divided by n square into z square kilojoule per atom. That means, where n is equal to number of orbit and z is equal to atomic number. Now, for example, calculate the energy of electron present in second orbit of hydrogen atom. So, for that, use the relation En is equal to minus 13.6 divided by n square in terms of electron volt per atom. Here, we are going to calculate the energy associated with the second orbit. Therefore, n value is 2. Therefore, minus 13.6 divided by 2 square, that is equal to minus 13.6 divided by 4, that will comes out minus 3.4 electron volt. Similarly, for third orbit, that means the energy associated with the third orbit, or the electron which is present in third orbit, that will comes out around minus 1.5 electron volt. Now, let us take one more example, that is, calculate the energy of electron present in third orbit of helium ion. Here, n is equal to 3, because we are going to calculate the energy associated with respect to third orbit of helium ion. Therefore, z is equal to 2, that is atomic number of helium